Hello and welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Haley and I have mitochondrial DNA disease. And this week is Mitochondrial Awareness Week and I've been posting every day this week in honor of Mito Awareness Week. In today's video I am going to be sharing with you all of how Mito has changed me within a year, which is crazy. But last year I had a huge downturn with my health. My health got really bad and I almost didn't make it. That was really difficult to go through, and obviously going through health issues and going through new situations, I've changed as a person in a lot of different ways. One of the biggest things I've learned is appreciating the little things, because I was so sick last year that that's the only thing I could clutch onto. And even if it was a stupid cheesy joke from my brothers, or if it was a butterfly that was beautiful on a pretty flower outside, I appreciate the little things. I appreciate not being in the hospital. I appreciate being able to breathe. And I really changed to realizing I need to appreciate every aspect of life, because last year so much was taken away from me. And I think that's important for everybody to learn, is to appreciate the little things and the beauty of the world. Another one of the biggest things that has changed is me and my family are closer than we were before. Not to say we weren't close, but last year I went through a lot with my health and they were right there with me because I was bedridden for 6 months straight and I really didn't get out of the house for the first 6 months of 2016 because I was so sick. And I don't know how to explain it. Me and my family have just gotten a whole lot closer in so many different ways. I'm just grateful that that has changed and we're kind of unfiltered with each other. Yeah, that sounds weird to say, but yeah. Another one is my hair, and I'm not talking about the color of my hair, because yes, I did dye my hair. I'm not talking about the color, I'm not talking about the style, I'm not talking about the cut. I'm literally talking about my hair. So before my health went all crazy last year, I had very slightly wavy hair. And it was very manageable. It was so pretty, so luscious, and super thick. And my hair's still thick, don't get me wrong. Last year, my hair started falling out. And it hasn't really stopped since then. I still lose a lot of hair. The back of my head, the back of my hair is really thinned out, and it's noticeable if you really look. My hair's still thick, but it's not as thick. But you know what? I'm grateful I have hair on my head, and it's healthier than it was. Oh, and also, now my hair is super curly, and not like this, I curled it, but super curly and frizzy and poofy. I never really wear it natural, only because I turn into Mufasa with how big my hair gets. So yeah, it's kind of weird that when your health goes crazy, your hair does too. Have any of you experienced hair loss when you've been going through something with your health? Another big thing that has definitely changed is my port. So last April I got a central line, and then this April I got the central line out and I got a port in its place. I'm connected to my weekly infusions, but I love it so much better. But it's definitely been one of the biggest things that has changed with me due to Mito within the past year or two. And along with that are my meds and my treatments. Like I said, I do get IV infusions at the end of the week. And I also have a lot more medication than I did before. I will put a picture of my bucket of meds somewhere on the screen, not including my IV infusions. But I'm grateful that my health is at a place where those things are all helping me, because last year my health was at a place where none of that was helping. And another thing is my being in a wheelchair. I had a wheelchair. I used a wheelchair before my health had a big downturn last year, but that was only for longer distances. Say if we were going to a theme park or something that required a lot of walking, it was just easier on me to keep my energy up when I was in a wheelchair walking long distances, if that makes sense. Hopefully I didn't repeat myself. but I was like typically fine going to stores, going to church, like doing all of these things without a wheelchair. And now I'm in a wheelchair whenever we are out places. I do not need a wheelchair inside my house. I can walk, and it's not difficult for me to walk. It's just the endurance and strength I don't have that I am starting to build with. I'm starting PT, and it's going to really improve on how far I will be able to walk. But that's definitely been a big thing that has changed. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to not be able to physically handle walking just in Target. Another thing is my YouTube channel. Like, that is crazy. Like, I've almost had my channel for 2 years. Isn't that insane? And boy, have I been through the ringer, and you guys have come along with me. I don't know how many of you have been with me since the beginning, if anybody, but thank you if you have, or even if you've sporadically watched my videos since I started posting them last year. I'm so grateful to have a YouTube channel, and I love it. Even though I might not always be consistent, I really do love YouTube. And the last thing, which is kind of another big thing that, like, I don't talk about a ton, just because I don't like to, but socializing. And if people who personally know me are watching, or you've been watching my videos for a while, you're probably like, Haley, what are you talking about? You're not an introvert. You, like, are definitely an extrovert. And I was. Honestly, I was. This changed a lot. Being bedridden for 6 months straight doesn't help. I was taken away from church, from my friends, and I really only saw my family. My friends dropped by every now and then, but I mean, they have their lives, and I wasn't always physically able to handle visiting, even for a few minutes with my friends. So I kind of, I don't know what the correct word is, not regressed, but like, I kind of lost that part of me, like a small part of me, when I wasn't able to go places or hang out with anybody outside my house. I've seen a lot of things within my body that kind of traumatized me, and it changed me a lot as a person. With socializing, I have a hard time relating to people, and I feel like I never know what to talk about because I can't really relate to them. I'm not carefree. Like, you're like, Haley, what are you talking about? Like, I can be carefree to an extent, but at the end of the day, I have responsibilities to make sure I take my medicine, make sure I do my IV infusions on time, make sure I drink enough water, make sure I eat enough, make sure I don't overdo myself, make sure that I don't overheat, make sure that that my vitals aren't wacky. And it's so much, and I've been through so much with my body, and I kind of lost myself last year and slowly getting myself back. But I like socializing, don't get me wrong. I love my friends. It's nobody's fault, but I've definitely turned into more of an introvert. Yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still hard. And I feel like, and I hope that some of you kind of resonate with this and relate to this, because it's really hard to relate to people who don't have a chronic illness, who don't have all of these medical responsibilities. I'm not complaining about anything. I just wanted to share of like how my life has changed, and some of it for the good and some of it for the worst. But that's life, and that's life with mitochondrial disease or any chronic illness. So thank you so much for watching this video if you've stuck all the way through, because I have no idea how long this video will turn out to be. And leave down in the comments any questions you have, anything you want, any type of video you want to see. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to tune into the next video, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.